Pauline Swift for Our World Media Magazine. Today I have a special guest with me by the name of Malcolm Boyd. He is a writer and he's an entrepreneur. And you have a new book that's out. Could you tell us the name of your book and what your book is about, sir?
The name of the book is One Way In, No Way Out. It's fiction. It's got crime fiction, action thriller, and a lot of it is, as the title implies, the gentleman that's the main character in my book, his name is Man Walker. He gets himself in a situation where he just seems impossible for him to get out of.
Is this a true story?
No, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate that it's not, but no, it's all fiction.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Some life experiences and some I just got a vivid imagination, I guess you'd have to say.
I heard you're from Denver.
Born and raised in Denver, Colorado. Yeah.
And now you're here in New York City.
Yeah, I'm in the Big Apple. I'm here to teach the people of New York how life really works. You know, you guys are kind of slow and naive, so I thought I'd help you out.
Oh, really? How many books have you written so far?
I have one in the can, which means it's complete and published. Mm-hmm. I have two that are done, but we're still going through the edit process. And I have a children's book also that's in the edit, and the illustrator's working on the children's book. So I guess all told, 4 books.
Okay. Is this something that you always wanted to do?
Actually, no. I always wanted to. I was a gearhead growing up. Cars. That's all I thought about, wanted to do was work on cars, drive cars, race cars. But, that didn't really work out. But I've always written. I've always picked up a pen and paper and just came up with stuff. And a few years back, somebody happened to see my writing, and one thing led to another, and got in front of a guy who owned a publishing company, and he seen it, loved it, and said, "We can publish this if you want to." So I said, "Be my guest." And here I am.
Are there any writers that inspire you?
Yes, there's quite a few that inspire me, but I'm kind of more, the strange part about it is I enjoy history. I enjoy fictional stuff. I really didn't like that much fiction. Believe it or not, Ayn Rand is one of my favorite authors.
Okay.
I enjoy Walter Mosley. My writing's been compared to Quentin Tarantino, which I don't know if that's good or bad.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I draw my inspiration from. I think I draw my inspiration from escapism. When I write, I escape. That's how I get away from everything. And as a result, I had these crazy stories.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. Tell me something. You said you're from Denver. Tell me a little bit about your life in Denver and why you came to New York.
Kind of a long story, but my son, he's 23 years old, only child, raised him, did a pretty good job with me, and the ex-wife, she's not the baby mama, she was actually my wife, and the mother of my son. And after he grew up, got out the house, me and her had an amicable split. I moved to San Francisco, California. That's where I got the book published. But that still wasn't my motivation. I was just looking for a change of scenery. So San Francisco's okay, but now that I'm caught up in the literary scene with the book, seems that the East Coast is a little bit more serious. The opportunities are more abundant here. So I packed up everything and moved to New York.
Okay, now that's something I want to ask you. What has been some of your biggest challenges? That's a big move.
To me, it wasn't a challenge as much as it's fun. I guess I'm still a kid at heart. It's the adventure, moving. I'll drop what I'm doing and take off and ride off into the sunset in a heartbeat, and have no idea where I'm going. But when I get there, I know I'm gonna have a ball. And for some reason, I guess I'm blessed in that sense. I always do. Kind of like a cat. I always land on my feet.
Now, being that you're an author, you also are a businessman. This is your business.
Yes, it is. Yes. I've learned a lot with the publishing business just because of this book. Things didn't go exactly the way I envisioned them with this publisher, and I guess I got another horror story, a new artist, and the publisher didn't quite deliver what he promised. So as a result, instead of just tucking my tail and running, I said I'm gonna do it myself. So I've learned everything I can about the publishing business, and me and my sister Brenda Jones are going to launch a publishing business, publishing house. It's the reason being is when people self-publish, if you sell a book, you get all the money. But the drawbacks to that is because you're not with a publishing company, a lot of bookstores, you run into closed doors because everybody wants to talk to your publisher, submit a book to your publisher. You want to make an appearance, have your publisher line it up, have your agent or your publicist line it up. They won't deal with the artist, the author. And you run into a lot of closed doors, so you might have a great story, but you can't tell it because nobody's willing to listen because you have this network of gatekeepers you have to get through. So I had an idea that I'll start a LLC, legitimate publishing company. It'll still be for self-publishers. And it's a publishing company in name only where the artist will still do the majority of his work. Because I'm knowledgeable in it now, we will assist, but it's still on the artist to as hard as you work, the results you'll get, but you won't run into those closed doors because when they ask for something to be submitted to your publisher, you just come to me, and we named it a Three-Leg Elephant Publishing Company.
Okay.
It's an inside joke between me and my sister, but the logo, the elephant does have all four legs, but he wears an eye patch.
Okay.
You figured out.
Okay, what do you want people to know about your books, and where can they find your books?
Distribution-wise, the ebook is available on Amazon. It's available on Nook. It's available on Smashwords. It's available on iTunes. If you want a physical book, you can contact me at my email address, malcoboyd@gmail.com. That's MALCOBOYD@gmail.com. I'm working on a distribution deal here in New York with the Strand Bookstore. So I would say go there, but it's not finalized yet. Hopefully someday in the future, finding my book could be as easy as finding a Stephen King book, but that's my hopes. Basically, my books are entertainment. If you gain knowledge or inspiration or anything from my book, that's just gravy on it. But if you just want to sit down and read a good book and get entertained and let go of your problems, forget about things, that's what my books are right now.
Okay, sounds good, Malcolm. Thank you for being on our World Media show. And let me see your book. Show it up to the audience. All right. Awesome. So everybody listen out for the next show with our World Media. We're going to be doing a series on entrepreneurs in the next few weeks. Thank you again. You can check us out on Twitter. You can email me. But please get in contact with me somehow. Our World Media magazine. Thank you. Have a good day.